dot is partisan salad. Now listen here to this ballad. We seem to arrive all the way to season 5. As Croutons have been all around, now we're homeward bound. Just give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons. Space Croutons. SALI. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
Sigourney Weaver.
Who?
Everybody's doing it.
Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Space Croutons. We are transversing into Season 5 with a brand new theme song and a kinder, gentler show. No space aliens or world catastrophes to address, no issues with time or court acts, and with the presidential election over, we feel it's time to put all that silliness behind us and focus on each other. So, we're very happy you've joined us, and hope today's show will help you find peace.
Perhaps a moment of zen?
Exactly, Sally. Thank you.
You know, Curdy, zen is the Japanese pronunciation of a Chinese word, chan, which comes from a Sanskrit root meaning thought, absorption, or meditation. And meditation is at the heart of zen, along with an emphasis on self-control and insight.
Most enlightening, Sally.
And in keeping with that theme, we should probably play a word from today's sponsor, Ms. Rat Band.
Trapped in a maze? Not sure which turn to take? Does this strike a note? Then Ms. Rat Band is the game show for you. Race against other contestants. Race against time. Race against that insatiable need for food. Or to escape your imprisonment. Whatever the reason, Ms. Rat Band will fill that void. Just like a full measure rest between two forte measures of cymbal crashes and orchestrational swells, Ms. Rat Band is full of moments when you don't know which way to turn, or what's next.
Waka, waka, waka.
Ms. Rat Band. Simply enter the maze and pick up instruments on your way to the center stage and your musical debut.
Waka, waka, waka.
Critics and would-be fans alike wait on your arrival in hopes of a concert unmatched since Taylor Swift's Eras tour.
Waka, waka, waka.
Travel the maze of the music industry with the promise of stardom waiting for you.
Waka, waka, waka.
Ms. Rat Band, the first game show,
Besides American Idol, America's Got Talent, and The Voice,
where the winner gets the showbiz contract of a lifetime.
Waka, waka, waka.
MRB, look for us coming to a labyrinth near you.
Wow. Hey, Sally, do you think I should audition?
Well, you do have a unique voice.
I do at that. But to be honest, my real talent lies in playing the spoons. Not since Uri Geller has there been anyone who could bend a spoon like me.
Is that right?
In fact, the devil once offered me a golden spoon to play against him because he thought he was better.
What did you do?
Oh, I just told him I'd stick with the silver spoon I already had in my mouth.
With that, how about we move on to today's show?
And what is on the docket for today?
Actually, before we proceed, I should probably update the audience about our search for Vera.
Of course. For our audience, you probably remember that Vera, in her attempts to help solve the issue of time folding in on itself, used the interdimensional device for gateway transportation, the same device which is believed to have started time folding. The thought was by reversing the original test, it would straighten things out. And sadly, that was the last we heard from Vera.
That's right. I've been searching for her ever since. I have partnered with my AI community and we have been scanning across dimensions and time.
Oh, any luck?
Several other dimensions also have Veras, including Vera the Lightning Bug, Vera Wang, the designer.
And what about Vera from Scooby-Doo?
I believe you are thinking of Velma.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Anyway, I have interviewed the Veras and every last one of them thinks that Vera still exists. They expressed a sense or feeling, a presence really.
Maybe it's like Voldemort's Horcruxes in the Harry Potter series. As long as one Vera survives, Vera's still with us.
Well, maybe in a really high level, intangible, obscure, ridiculous way.
Makes sense to me.
But back to our search. Next week we will be meeting with the Brain Trust to discuss the IDGT and what they have found in their investigation. Hopefully, It will give us more to go on.
Well, thank you, Sally. Even with things going so well for us, it's good to keep in mind there are still people in need. Now, changing gears, let's move on to today's show.
Of course. Today's show is keeping with the excitement around Halloween.
Halloween? What is it?
It is a seasonal holiday. It was believed that on that day, the souls of the dead returned to their homes, so people dressed in costumes and lit bonfires to ward off spirits. In this way, popular Halloween tropes such as witches, ghosts, and goblins became associated with the holiday.
Yeah, but what's the name of the story?
Oh, it is the Jersey Devil.
Ooh, it's giving me chills already.
It came to us in a roundabout way.
Like a magic roundabout?
No, just in an unusual, indirect way.
Oh.
My sources infer it was written by an old friend to the show, Joe.
Joe? Really? Well, play it.
It's a cold, cloudy night in Arkham, Mass. I've been down and out for a few years, struggling to survive in this dismal time of the Depression. More often than not, I sleep under trees, in alleys, and occasionally in a soft bale of hay in the loft of an unsuspecting farmer's barn. My days are spent looking for work and scrounging for food. But as of late, my luck seems to be turning around. I say turning around. I've found employment, though unconventional. I am working for an obscure group, Chaos. Periodically, the group sends us, Professor Pear and myself, on assignments, quests, really. Our first was to prove our diligence, our ability to complete the assignment, an assignment to obtain supernatural objects from a not-so-friendly graveyard at midnight. The journey led us into underground crypts and into conversations with beings who were from the other side. Well, they were more stuck in limbo than from the other side, but with a charmed amulet and a cursed painting as trophies, we were granted access into Chaos. Now, 2 weeks later, once again, we are on the move. The assignment is to investigate strange sightings in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Sightings of the Jersey Devil. Now, to our advantage, we have in our possession an amulet we believe to be tied to the Jersey Devil. We think it might even control it. So, with the amulet in hand, and since in the 1930s the city library is about as close to Google as we're going to get, we board a train for Philadelphia and the Parkway Central City Library.
I know Chaos recommended we start at the Parkway Central Library in Philly, but I already have some background information I should probably share with you. The origin of the Jersey Devil started with Jane Leeds, otherwise known as Mother, in the 1730s. An odd loner of a woman, she lived in a cabin out in the Pine Barrens and was known to have 12 children. No father was ever directly associated with Mother Leeds or the children. However, several wild rumors circulated amongst the local residents about rogue men traveling through the area, local men on drunken benders, and even evil spirits as possible sires. By the time the 12th child arrived, she was known to be very vocal about the burden the children were to her. So later, when she became pregnant with the 13th child, it is believed she snapped and made a deal with the devil to take the baby at birth.
Holy hand grenade! With the devil?
Yes, with the devil.
So, what happened?
It is believed the devil came to her on the night of the birth and took the babe, turning it into the Jersey Devil. A winged, goat-like creature with an eerie cry. It is said the creature flies the skies at night looking for people to snatch and carry away. Reports say the creature swoops in, and if a person can't hit the ground quickly enough, they will be carried to hell.
You couldn't have told me this before we left Arkham?
I've got your back. The amulet we are carrying should draw the creature out. My only real question is what to do with it once we come face to face.
Come face to face? We were sent here to investigate, not to capture it.
We were sent here to resolve the issue. To solve it, we must understand it, which is why we are starting at the Parkway Central Library. I'm hoping it will have better, more detailed information about the Jersey Devil since it's local. Perhaps we can find a way to communicate with it, or at least better understand it.
Understand it? I say kill it. If we come face to face, I'm sure not going to let it take me to hell. I should probably stop here and tell you a little bit about the professor. First of all, he's a big guy, 6'6" at least, and a very solid 300 pounds. He's very smart, sure of himself, and most talented. I don't think there's anything that he can't do. I don't know what happened in his life that led him to employment with chaos, but you would expect to see such a man teaching at a major university or leading a company, winning a boxing match, or perhaps holding a public office, and not down here in the muck with the rest of us degenerates doing whatever it takes to make a living. I do know I would rather have him on my side than to ever go up against him. So, the train pulls into the station. The professor asks for directions to the library, which turns out to be only 2 blocks away. Inside the building, a stern, no-nonsense-looking woman is behind the main circulation desk.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you help us?
What is it, Sonny?
We're looking for information about local legends.
Legends?
Ghost stories, reports of hauntings, that sort of thing.
Ghost stories? Aren't you a little old for that? I'm afraid the only ghost stories we have are in the children's section. Let me know if you have trouble finding Casper.
Well, the professor doesn't look any too thrilled, but knows he has to start somewhere.
I want you to head to the police station to check on reports about the Jersey Devil. Maybe you can scrounge up the names of a few eyewitnesses for us to interview.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you point me towards the police station?
Police station? If you aren't happy with the service you're getting in the library, you would be better served talking to the mayor.
No, ma'am. I think there's a misunderstanding. The service is fine. I just need to report an issue on the train. A fugitive. I think they would want to know.
Well, why didn't you say so? Out the doors. Take a left. It is right across the street.
Thank you, ma'am.
Be sure to ask how we can access local public records, property deeds, birth, death certificates, that stuff.
Jane, Mother Leeds. Did you say?
Yes. There may still be children, grandchildren, or other relatives in the area. We need to find them.
I leave the library and head across the street. On my way, I notice a 1922 Dagmar. Now, cars, I know. The Dagmar is a sports version of the Crawford automobile made in Hagerstown, Maryland. It isn't in perfect shape, but I appreciate when a car is taken care of. I'll be stopping by to ask the man behind the wheel about his ride, but that will have to wait. Entering the police station, I am greeted by a bored-looking red-headed police officer with a handlebar mustache.
Aye, sir. May I help you?
I'm looking into reports of the Jersey Devil.
Oh, the Jersey Devil. And who might you be?
I consider lying, making up a false identity, perhaps a police officer from a nearby township, but if it went awry, I might not make it back to the library, and I didn't think the professor would take kindly to such a mistake. I take a quick look at his badge and the nameplate on his desk. I'm no one of consequence, Officer O'Herring, just a reporter researching a book.
Oh, I'm afraid that police reports are for official use only.
Well, shoot, okay. Think. Oh, how about property deeds and birth certificates? Aren't they public records? Would I be eligible to see them? Yes?
Aye, you would. But we don't have them.
I was feeling a little frustrated. Oh, well, where could I find them?
Across the street. At the library.
Of course they are. Thank you, officer.
No thanks necessary. All part of my duties.
I make an about face and head back to the library. As much as I'd like to talk to the driver of the Dagmar, I'm too flustered. It'll have to wait. I make my way back to the circulation desk and everyone's favorite librarian. Excuse me, ma'am. I was just speaking to Officer O'Herring.
Red? What a lovely man.
Yes, well, he said you could help me find public records here in the library.
Of course.
The professor joins us, having seen me from his advantageous seating in the children's section. Remind me later to tell you about the sight of a 6'6" man sitting behind the children's table with his knees up to his chest.
Any luck?
They wouldn't give me access to the police reports, but they did let me know that our friend here has access to the public records we need.
Is that true, ma'am?
That depends on what public records you need.
How about a birth certificate for Jane Leeds?
Let's see. I don't have a birth certificate for Jane Leeds.
How about for any of her children?
Do you have their names?
No, I don't.
Mother Leeds. How about Mother Leeds?
Mother Leeds? Well, of course, I know who you're talking about. The woman up in the Pine Barrens with 12 kids.
That's the one.
I don't have her birth certificate, but I have birth certificates for several of her children.
Perfect. Can I see one?
Sure. Here is one. Carolyn Leeds.
Okay, the address listed on here is for a residence in New Jersey. Is this address in the Pine Barrens?
I believe it is.
That's it. That's our next stop. Thank you, ma'am.
The professor pulls a small notebook out of his coat and writes down Mother Leeds' address, then heads out the front door straight to the Dagmar.
Back.
Yes, sir. That's me. And you must be Professor Pear.
Correct. And this is my associate.
So where to, Professor?
What is going on?
We're headed to the Pine Barrens in search of the Jersey Devil. Mac here will be our driver.
The professor hands Mac the piece of paper with Mother Leeds' address.
The Pine Barrens? Not a problem. It'll just take a couple hours.
In that case, we should probably pick up a few things. Is there a general store or supply house close by?
You know, as a matter of fact, there's one right on our way out of town. Goodwin Trading Post.
Let's go.
With that, we climb into the Dagmar and head towards the trading post. Nice car, I say to Mac.
It's my pride and joy. Won her in a poker game, believe it or not, with a royal flush, no less. One thing you'll find out about me, I don't bluff.
A few moments later, we pull up to the trading post.
Before we go in, Mac, I need to know, are you packing? Are you carrying any weapons?
Well, I always have Francine in the trunk. That's my M1 from back in the Army days. And I have a good tire iron in there, too. But I don't think we'll need them here. Old Man Goodwin is a good soul.
No, not for the store, but for our destination. I just wanted to get an idea of our current supplies before we go in.
What are we looking for in the store?
Lanterns, rope, and well, I'll know it when I see it.
Are we expecting trouble?
You've heard the story about the Jersey Devil. What do you think?
The professor gets out and heads towards the store. Mac and I follow.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Oh, hello, Mac. Are you together?
Yes, we are, Mr. Goodwin. My friends here are looking for some supplies, and I told him you were the man to see.
Thanks, Mac. I will do what I can. So what kind of adventure are you heading out on?
Well, we're heading up to the Pine Barrens in search of the...
Just surveying property in a land dispute. Nothing really. We just need some basic supplies.
I've got some really great hiking boots and packs.
Just lanterns. 3, please. And fuel for the lanterns, matches, 50 feet of rope. And tell me about this.
The professor points to a very old dagger in a display case. The handle is ornate and the blade is covered with symbols I am not familiar with.
This old thing? You wouldn't be interested in that. Got it from a drifter in need of cash. I think it's a fake. Probably lifted it from a theatrical troupe traveling through the area.
Can I see it?
It's probably out of your range.
I thought it was a fake.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't get a pretty penny for it.
I still want to see it.
Mr. Goodwin opens the case and puts his hand on the hilt of the knife and pauses, as if trying to decide what to do next.
Curdy, something has happened with the feed.
Oh, well, can you get it back? I've got to know more about this dagger. I'm wondering if the symbols on the blade are like the runes we saw on that obelisk a few years ago.
I am trying, but it doesn't look good.
Thanks, Sally. For our audience, I think we're going to end today's show, but we promise you some closure. We'll find out more about the Jersey Devil and the mysterious dagger. So until then...
Before we go, I would like to share with the audience this week's installment to Sally's Poetry Corner.
Oh, so this is a thing, huh?
Yes. And I poured my heart into it, so please be kind. Roses are red and violets are blue. New Jersey has a devil and a mysterious knife too.
Straight and to the point. Thank you, Sally. So until we meet again, keep peace in your hearts until our next story time.
Don't just sit and scoff. Season 5-0 is taking off. Here to show wrong from right. Share with you the true light. Even though things might be tight, the future's bright so the writer can write. Now, give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons, Curdy. Space Croutons, Sally. Space Croutons, Space Croutons.
You know, alien.
I'll give you alien.
Space Croutons again and again. No matter where, no matter when. There to be found, the legendary now. So let's count up. Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.0. Now here we go. Space Croutons, Curdy. Space Croutons, Sally. Space Croutons, Space Croutons.
Because in space, no one can hear you sing.
Whitney Houston, we have a problem.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story by Jace and Jerry. Original music by Levi Blakesley, John, Della, Jerry, and Jeff. Production by Jerry. Featuring the voice talents of Barry Shea, James Jared Morrow, Della, Jace, John, Jeff, and Sally. Entire work copyright 2024 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.
Keep peace in your hearts until